Hey, what's up everyone? Danny and Alex. In this video, we're going to talk about boxing basics. Once again, this is a video series. Last time we talked about the right hook. In this one, we're going to talk about the lead hook. Okay, so take a look. First things first is we have to understand the left hook is a very important punch in boxing, Muay Thai, mixed martial arts. But for the sake of boxing videos, it's one of the most important punches we have, all right? So the left hook will catch you in the blind spot. It comes around the guard. It's one of those punches that, if you're not aware of it, it take your lights out, all right? So there's a technique to it though, all right? A lot of times when people don't know how to throw the hook properly, especially with their lead hand, what they'll end up doing is they'll start to swing it out before returning back to position, okay? So I'm here to talk about technique, all right? So let's look at the stance. Everything is always the same as all the other videos we talked about. Your hands are up, and now we're talking about my left hook, which is the lead hand. Of course, if you're a southpaw, you'll do everything on the right side, but the technique is I don't want to just punch with my arm. Today we're going to talk about the short hook, okay? So sometimes we have longer weapons. So the short hook is I'm going to turn my body and come back right into the center. So think of it as your hand will be pulling your elbow, the elbow will pulling the shoulder, and the shoulder is going to be pulling your leg, the lower body, into the punch. Think of it as a washing machine. If you've ever looked inside a washing machine when it's washing your clothes, that's pretty much how your body's going to move when you throw the lead hook, okay? So rotation and come back. Even if I'm moving forward or moving back, rotation, come back, rotation. Now, notice sometimes my hand is like this and other times it's like this. That's a question of preference, right? But the idea is just like in the right hook, I said the hand, how it's positioned is not that important. It's how you're going to rotate and then adding that speed that's going to create a lot of power for a devastating punch. Now, one last thing when we look at this left hook is always making sure that your hand, the opposite hand, stays up and you don't drop it like this. So always keep it up, okay? And the last thing is really important is the transfer of your body weight, all right? So now when I throw the hook, I want to rotate on the ball of my lead foot as such, and I come back, all right? So here, one, always rotation and coming back, turn, almost as if you're squishing a grape underneath your foot with your lead foot, okay? So here, and then come back, here, and then come back. From the side, I'm in this position here, I'm boxing, and turn. Boxing and turning. Always turning. Always rotate so you can distribute your weight properly during the execution of your punch. So now let's take a look at how to train this, the left hook on the focus mitts, okay? So Alex has his boxing stance. That's his left hook. Again, that's it. I always make sure as a trainer, I want to make sure he rotates on that lead foot. That's it. And then I also want to make sure that he keeps this one upstairs during the execution of that lead hook. Once again. And then one common mistake sometimes I want to address is a lot of times people throw the left hook, but they kind of like push the pad or they go further than the target, okay? So meaning if I'm throwing my lead hook, I don't want to end up like this, over rotation, okay? So as the pad holder, I want to hold firmly and I want to make sure he rebounds back into his stance, all right? So here, as opposed to keeping this soft and having him punch all the way through here, like this, all right? That's wrong. So the idea is we want to learn to throw the left hook and not keep it dangling on the side like this, okay? The moment I hit the target, I got to come back to my stance. So here, and I come right back, okay? A few more times. Again, and again. And now we can put this in basic combinations, maybe right hand into the left hook, again, or left hook followed by the right hand. Those two punches work really good together. All right, guys, so there you have it. Short video, but very important video on the sport of boxing. That's the sweet science for you guys. A lot of details, study hard, watch, practice, get off the couch, as I usually say, and make sure to look at yourself in the mirror to see if you have correct technique. Eventually, you don't need the mirror anymore. You just feel the technique, but it has to be ingrained. You have to do a lot of repetitions to make it natural for you guys. Make sure to subscribe to this channel, guys, if you haven't so already, for more content. Next video up, we're going to talk about uppercuts. Someone asked me about uppercuts, and we're going to address just that. leave us a like. If you have any questions or comments, leave that in the comment section below, and
we'll see you guys in the next video.
take care.